Hey ladies, are you ready for a reset? Let's talk about it. Yes, we need to reset. We need an energy reset, okay? Do you ever sit back and be like, why am I so tired? Why do I feel this way? I know for me, you guys know your girl has been going through it with her hormones, with these hot flashes. I got my ice water sitting right here. Got my window open. I got this blanket on me. I'm ready to throw off, but I got to keep it on me because I'm trying to be cozy here. But nevertheless, let's talk about it. Let's speak about, feeling drained, feeling overwhelmed, and things like that. What are some things to kind of like jumpstart that, pay attention to? Because as we get older, we cannot sit back and just say, oh, this is normal. This is what we go through. There are so many things out here that can help us in our hormones and whatnot, help us not feel the way that we feel. Sometimes it could be just one little thing we just gotta turn the switch on just so we can feel a little bit better. So let's just talk about that. So me, I got my little handy notes right here because I don't want to miss a thing. Why does our energy shift in midlife? I was sitting back thinking about that like, darn, I remember when I was 20 and 30 and I might have said, oh, not me, not me, not me. But baby, it is me. It is me. Like right now, just talking to you, I'm breaking out in a sweat. I can feel the sweat just coming. I'm getting moist. I feel it all. But why these things happen? It could be our hormones. It can be the life that we're living, our lifestyle. And it can just be I don't want to say normal, but for a lack of better words, normal day-to-day distress. The hustle bustle of working a job, you know, family, dealing with kids, dealing with just family. Those things can definitely weigh on you when you still have to just still take care of yourself. These things happen. So, what are some quick daily wins for energy, like to keep that daily energy going? I have a few down here. I wrote some down because I had to sit back and think about things for me and, how can I keep myself afloat and how can I not be as tired as I was. I was sitting back thinking, not saying I had the best diet, but I had contributed saying, oh, maybe I'm not eating right. I'm not doing this. I'm not getting enough sleep. But I'm not even taking into consideration that, girl, you are an hour away from 50. You are in midlife. Your body is like, hey, you know what I mean? So I have to sit back and be gentle on myself. My hormones is changing. I had a hysterectomy. Things in my body is just not the same. So I have to be gentle on myself. So first up is making sure you're having some good sleep. And I know that can be hard when you're going through the change and you have all these different hormone activities going on. You may not be getting good sleep. In addition to good morning light. It's something about that morning sunshine that just does me right. And I'm sharing it with you. I'm not sure if you are a morning person. I know for me, something about seeing that sunlight, it just makes me feel good. I don't have any blackout curtains. I don't have any curtains on my window. Okay. Around my house, yes, but for my bedroom, no, because I'm against bushes and I don't have any of that. I don't have anything behind my house that you can see anything. So I don't have anything. But sometimes when we had those blackout curtains, I've definitely had my fair share of blackout curtains. We are missing that morning natural wake up. I know for me, I naturally wake up since the time's gonna be changing soon. My body will wake up, it'll be dark, but like now, since it starts to get light around like 7 or 6 something, my body will naturally wake up. And I love that for me. I love that for me. And I feel much better now. I don't want to jump ahead here with my notes. I feel much better now since I've been taking those estrogen supplements. Now, I know it's only been a week, but baby, they say 28 days for it to kick in. I'm going to share with you how I've been feeling. So since I mentioned it, let me go ahead and just share with you about the supplements because this is dealing with our energy. When you're going through perimenopause and menopause, your energy level does go down. Your estrogen levels are down. That's what makes us, that estrogen is like, and if we don't have that, we just feel like, think about that time of the month. That's when it gets sucked from us the most. But just to give you a mini update, 7 days of me taking estrogen. I will say, I do feel kind of like, I don't want to say I feel like chipper, like I'm ready to, run a marathon, but I do feel good. I do feel good. Not that I felt bad before, but I feel like I've been taking B12, if you will. I feel like I've been taking B12. In addition to that, my hot flashes are still there. Okay, they're still there. But what I've noticed, and I could be jumping the gun, they're still hot, but they're not as hot as they were. So I can definitely see a difference. I can see a difference in that. What else? Concentration. I just feel like I feel good. But again, I don't want to get too heavy into it because it's only been a week. It's only been a week. I took my seventh one today. So it's only been a week. So I'll probably give another update in about another weeks. It'll be like 2 weeks. But just little snippets here and there, I'll give them throughout, our conversation. In addition to some more quick wins for you, like some daily energy boosters, have some gentle movement. If it's, may not want to go to the gym and be heavy, maybe walk around your neighborhood, maybe do some stretches in your living room or in your bedroom. Just have some type of movement. Put some strength training in there. I said I'm going to go to the gym today, but I did not go. I want to do this. So I said, Kelly, get this done, and then maybe you can go to the gym later on. So I may do that later on today. And nourishment. Stay hydrated. Eat balanced meals. I feel for me now, I've been on my fish run. I did have a burger. One thing I'm not going to sit here and lie, like I'm doing good. I did have a burger. I was supposed to stay away from red meat, but I did have a burger. It was from Culver, that restaurant. I've never had it before, so I wanted to try it. Did they have fish there? Yes, they did. But when you go to a burger joint, you want to try what they known for. You don't want to go for the secondary option. You want to go what they known for. But it was really good. It was good. But that's all I had. And tonight we're having fish. We're having shrimp. I'm making a shrimp pasta dish for dinner tonight. So we're back on target. We had one little cheat moment. And you have to do that for yourself. Don't deny yourself. So in addition to having balanced meals and hydration, and good nourishment, you also want to protect your energy, and you want to do it with boundaries. As we're aging here, we have to figure out ways to preserve our energy and to be the best for ourselves. Because if we don't be the best for ourselves, we can't be good for nobody. Nobody. Fill your cup before you fill somebody else's. Okay? And last but not least, slow living. I feel like I'm really embracing this slow living. And slow living doesn't mean do nothing. Slow living to me meaning like I'm just doing things at my pace. Doing things that's within my control. If I want to go, I go. If I don't want to go, I don't want to go. Like today, I plan to go out next weekend on a brunch with a girlfriend of mine here. And I'm doing it within reason. We just do things that you want to do. Line your life with the way you want to line up. Somebody don't have to make you do something you don't want to do. Just keep it nice and soft. For me, like I haven't had flowers in a while. I think today I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go buy me some flowers. I just feel like I need some flowers in my space to kind of spruce up. And it's, soft looks different for everybody. Soft, define soft the way you want to make it for yourself. And that is going to make you feel alive. You want to do things that's going to make you feel good. So me going out with a girlfriend of mine, me slow living, me buying myself flowers, taking myself out, going for a walk, pouring into myself. Those are things that we can kind of like just reset our energy and make sure our hormones is where it needs to be. Because sometimes that right there alone can be the wake-up call. Just making sure your hormones are intact. That could be the whole conversation. Check them hormones. Once you start getting them hormones right and active, everything else will flow. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up. And I just want you to pour into yourself. I want you to live a nice, slow life. I want you to do an energy reset. And if you enjoy this conversation, share with another Black woman, subscribe, and follow on all streaming sites. And I will catch you in the next episode.